All right, hello again. We're going to be talking about advertising and promotion planning here in this outline and in this video. This, of course, is based on Advertising Age, the Principles of Advertising and Marketing Communication at Work. That's our textbook by Thorson and Duffy, Cengage Publishing, and I hope you have a copy of that book and that you're following along. 1 30-second commercial in the Super Bowl cost about $5 million in airtime, and that does not include the cost of producing the commercial. So just the time alone, $5 million. We're talking about a very major investment. Your textbook relates the story of a career builder Super Bowl commercial several years ago, which was successful in many respects. It raised awareness of the brand by 64%. But the commercial failed to make the USA Today top 10 in the annual viewer poll. And so the ad agency was fired. Career Builder was expecting to be in the top 10 in this annual USA Today poll. Here's the commercial.
Hey Pete, something ain't right, man. Look at this. Run! What's going on? They're looking for volunteers for a training seminar. This way, come on! Not another all-day session! Can't think of another training seminar! Can't think of another training seminar!
Sign out, please.
Do more than just survive the work week. A better job awaits, and CareerBuilder.com has the most.
So the message there, a better job awaits. If you're unhappy in your current situation, then Career Builder can help you find a better job. So awareness of the brand increased by 64%, but they did not make the USA Today top 10 in terms of popularity. And so Career Builder was not satisfied, and they let go the ad agency. So clearly they were not in agreement. They did not share the same ideas of what would be the measure of success there. A myriad of decisions went into the creation of that particular commercial and any commercial. So we'll have a hypothetical campaign here. Your textbook describes the promotion and planning or promotion planning for an imaginary high caffeine drink called Zoop. And research finds that the target market for this new brand will be young men 15 to 30 who are dedicated online gamers. So what decisions must be made and what questions must be answered as we prepare a campaign for Zoop? What's the marketing environment? This is just a very broad, general question. What kinds of historical factors do you need to take into consideration? Previous similar products, previous campaigns that were targeted at that particular demographic, young men in their teens and 20s. And then what or who should be on the marketing team and what skills do they need? So you're going to have different folks participating on different projects. Not every project is right for the same group of people. What's my budget for the campaign, of course? What's the competition for Zoop? What similar products already exist? How big is the audience? That's a good question. In that is the potential clientele, the potential group that will be inclined to use Zoop, is it large enough given what other products may exist for us to go forward with this? What persuasion tools do I have at my disposal? What are the various ways I can attract attention and raise awareness of this new product? What media do my audience use a lot and prefer? Obviously, that's going to be a very important question. You're not going to use the same media for every demographic group and every product. What messages are likely to be effective? Now, here, again, based on research, we've talked about this. Given, again, a young male audience very interested in gaming, what characteristics may they have that we can use in terms of creating a message that they are going to welcome and receive? Would events, music events or otherwise, be good vehicles for the brand? Things outside of commercials and what have you that may appear on television or streaming online and so on. Is my brand traditional and conservative or edgy and out there? And I would say most likely for this particular product, it would be edgy and out there. How will I measure success? And we saw in the example of the Career Builder commercial that there was not agreement in advance between the advertising agency and the company as to what would be success. Here's a video with a young woman who's involved in all of this in the planning for a campaign, discussing what she does, some of the things that.
What is a planner? This is actually quite a difficult question. I think most planners do find it quite difficult to explain it to their mums. A planner has to be a lot of different things, but I suppose one way to summarise it is that you need to kind of be able to connect a client's business objectives with creative communication objectives that are going to help those business ones. So you need to be able to understand business, you need to be able to understand creativity, you need to be able to manage clients and creatives. It's a sort of strange glue-like role, but ultimately it's about coming up with the right strategy to solve a problem. So I suppose we're problem solvers at heart, as well as often quite geeky. Well, planners are primarily responsible for strategy, and that includes inspiring the creative, and that includes measuring the work afterwards, whereas account handlers are primarily responsible for the client relationship. However, there should be a good degree of overlap between the two. A great planner should be certainly at least a little bit creative. Great creatives should be able to think strategically. Great account handlers kind of need to be able to do a bit of everything. And the more fluid that is, I find, the better the work and the happier and more productive the process.
So we'll stop that there, and I hope you will watch the remainder of that 2 or 3 more minutes on that video. But you get a sense there of the planning process that we're talking about here. The step-by-step process for planning a campaign. First, an overview of the marketing or advertising problem or opportunity. This is very broad. Again, a 360-degree view of everything surrounding the campaign that is about to begin and the product that will be promoted. A situation analysis, including competitive analysis. We talked about considering the competition, similar products that already exist, and research findings that are available, or there may be research that we need to conduct because there may be some answers that we don't have. So the situation analysis. And then after these first 2 steps, a statement of goals. For example, launch Zoop in 3 targeted geographic locations, positioning it, and we've discussed the word positioning before, as a delicious energy drink. The statement of objectives, that should be statement of objectives. They should be specific. They should be time-bound, meaning that there is a time frame that whatever objectives are set, that they will be achieved within a certain amount of time. They will be measurable. And so, for example, improve market share of Zoop by X percentage points within 6 months of launch. Statement of strategy, and strategy is fairly broad. Use game-based experiential and competitive strategies to create awareness among the target demographic and link to the gamer's lifestyle. So that's fairly broad. And then more specific are the tactics, the activities, the specific activities you undertake to execute the strategy, which is relatively broad. So, for example, sponsor a gamer event, sweepstakes and celebrity promotions, a game-based website. Again, the target audience here, target market, young teen and 20s men who enjoy online gaming. A viral video featuring Zoop as a crucial component to a gamer's success. So these are our tactics. These are the specific things that follow from the broader strategy. And then assessment and evaluation is important. We've talked about this before, that at the end of the campaign, we need to assess, was it or was it not successful? And if we're going to continue with this promotion, perhaps a new version of the campaign, then we want to make it better. And so we assess and evaluate so that we do better next time, whether it's on this product or another product. All right, so we're going to end that discussion of planning here. We're going to get into somewhat more so the creative process next. And so thanks. We'll see you next time.